Good morning, D1. Happy Thursday. Thank you guys so much for your patience. I really appreciate it. My computer's been giving me so many problems this morning. So I really appreciate you guys for being so understanding. It means a lot. So let's go ahead. Let's look at our jobs for today. So we are going to go ahead. We are going to come over to our assignments. It's the week of the 1st through the 5th, and it is Thursday, February 4th. And we're going to go ahead, we're going to scroll down. We are going to see our jobs for today. So first things first, we are going to go ahead, we are going to do our prefix and suffix work. And so we've been talking about prefixes and suffixes. Remember, prefixes at the beginning of the word, suffixes are at the end of the word. The base word is the actual word that is then turned into a longer word. And so we are going to go ahead, we are going to be focusing on base words today. For example, you can see we're going to read through this anchor chart or either listen to it, and then you're going to go ahead, you are going to determine what's the base word of these words. So for example, Miss Walsh did number 1 for you. Perform. So I went ahead, I took the highlighting stick, I put it over the word perform, and then I went ahead and gave the definition of performance. I said it's the act of performing. And so you're going to go ahead and you are going to write what you think each word means, as well as take your highlighting stick and highlighting those base words. Then you're going to go ahead, you are going to come back to slide number 2, and you are going to do basically the same thing that you just did on slide 1, except you're going to have a couple more words. These all are going to be having suffixes, so that should really help you kind of find out where the base word is. The base word's going to be towards the front. And then you're going to tell me, what does each word mean? So discussion, what does the word discussion mean? National, what does the word national mean? So you're going to go through. If you are confused about what a word means, open up a tab. Discussion, definition for kids. Perfect. So I would type in a discussion definition for kids just to make sure that it's appropriate and at my level. It's a conversation for the purpose of understanding or debating a question or subject. Okay. Do I need to write that exactly word for word? No, because that's plagiarizing, right? So we take that. Oh, so basically it's a conversation. So then I would go ahead, discussion, conversation, and so on. So just keep that in mind when you are going through. If you come across a word and you don't know, you're not sure what it means, you can look it up. All right. Then we have our journal. It is My Thoughts Thursday. And this My Thoughts Thursday, you are going to tell us what you believe is the best book. The best book. So in 5 to 6 sentences, you're going to describe your thoughts and feelings about this book and why you're going to try and persuade us or convince us why it's the best book. And so you can see you have several different books to choose from. You have Stuart Little, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Dog Man. Ooh, sorry, now I'm waking up. And Babysitter's Club. Again, you do not have to stick to these choices. These are just to give you some ideas if you're stuck. But again, here are just some ideas for you guys. And then sentence frames and starters are on the right as needed. Then we have our Zoom. After our Zoom, you have Spanish Zoom at 10 o'clock. You're going to go ahead, press the Hola button. You click the Hola button, and it will take you to the class website. You go ahead and press the blue button to get there. Then you will have a break. You deserve it after all that back-to-back Zooming, and then you're going to work on your spelling job, Digraph and Blend. Remember, a digraph is 2 consonants that make 1 sound. And then blends are 2 consonants that make 2 sounds. So keep that in mind while you are doing this job. And so you're going to go ahead, you are going to complete these words with the correct digraphs. And so you can actually click and drag these. to the correct place that it belongs. So keep that in mind, that these are, they're click and drag. And so you are going to go through and you are going to determine what each of these words are. So you're looking at the picture, what's happening in the picture. Oh, if I take a digraph over here, will it make sense? Like shrow? No. Tro? No. Crow? That's not how you spell crow. Row. No, that's not how you spell row. Throw. Oh, yes. And so then I would click and drag it over here. And I can see he's trying to throw a football. So keep that in mind while you are doing that job. Then we have our grassland pictorial. You're going to go ahead, click the IB symbol for that guy. And so we're going to go ahead, we're going to do our grassland pictorial in class today. You are going to go ahead and afterwards you are going to respond to these questions. Remember, there is a link available for you to click on for the audio. And again, whenever you see a question that says select all, that means there's probably going to be more than one that you choose. So keep that in mind as well. Then we are going to go ahead, we are going to continue reading about important historical Black figures. We are going to be reading about Misty Copeland. And Misty Copeland, she is, you know, she's still alive, she's still dancing today, so that's really kind of cool when you think about it, that she's someone that's so important to our culture and to society, that she's still around today, and so that's really exciting. And so you're going to go ahead, you're going to read about Misty Copeland. After you've read about her or listened to her, you are going to go ahead, you are going to click on Misty and it will take you to a YouTube video. And you will actually get to see Misty, you will hear her talk. It's actually very cool. This was only a couple years ago, and so that's also really exciting to think about. And then as we did on Tuesday, you are going to write a summary, but this time you're going to be writing a summary about what you learned about Misty Copeland. And so you're going to be remembering to write only 5 to 6 sentences. You need to keep it brief, including only the important details, and to use your own words, right? You're not going to copy paste what you read. You are going to use your own words. Alrighty, then lunchtime. After lunch, you're going to go ahead, you're going to do your area and perimeter study guide. As I said, we're probably going to do our assessment tomorrow. And the one thing about Miss Walsh's study guides is that they're the exact same as the test, just different numbers. And so keep that in mind when you are going through today. Ooh, excuse me. So keep that in mind while you are going through today. You are going to complete these jobs. Again, Miss Walsh does not like to trick you guys. This is going to be what your test looks like tomorrow, just different numbers. And so if you guys do awesome on this today, you will be ready to go for tomorrow. Keep that in mind. I did note that I forgot to post the answer key, so I will post that ASAP. Remember, with the answer key, it is used as a tool after you have finished. You are only using the answer key as a tool to say, oh, okay, I got that one wrong. I need to go back and look at it and figure out how I got it wrong. Not to completely fill out your study guide, because that's not the purpose. That's not using integrity. That's not being scholarly. So keep that in mind. Also, please pay attention to the directions. So it will switch off between perimeter and area. So it says perimeter. It wants you to find the perimeter. So you're adding all the sides. Here it wants you to find area. So you're going to multiply 8 times 4. And so on. And so you're going to do that. Oh, here you're finding the area. You're needing to calculate the total area of this irregular shape. So first you need to cut it into 2 regular shapes. And so on. So keep that in mind. And then finally for this last one, you are going to do area and perimeter. So keep that in mind. And after that guy, you just have 30 minutes of I Ready reading, and that's it for your day. If you have any questions, please let me know. We have office hours, 11:30 to 12:30. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye, D1.